Okay, so I'm ready. I'm dragging Masaki with me to the store because I don't want to go by myself. And I don't have that much time these days to spend with him, so I want him to come with me because I'm not gonna see him the rest of the day, and I'm not gonna see him tomorrow or the next or the next day or the next day. So whatever time we get to hang out together, I'm dragging him with me to Home Depot. Let's go. Masa-chan, how are you doing? Good. That's all you got for Vlogmas? You don't care? No? I don't know. We'll see about getting there's a yellow ladder down there. Maybe we can use that one. Yay! Domo. Okay. So we are here. We're here in the brick section because I need some of these textures for the photo shoot. So I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at. So I want to grab one of these bricks because I want some really cool texture for the backdrop of this season and also for some of the men's / unisex products. I want to be using some more texture in the photo shoots, especially for spring as well. So I'm gonna pick up one of these. Well, I'm gonna get him to get a ladder so we can pick up one of these because they're impossible to move. I tried to like pull one out like Jenga, but it ain't happening. So we've got to get like up and grab like one of those top ones. And then I'm also gonna see, because I was gonna buy another one and break it, but there's actually some broken pieces here. So if you guys don't know, if there's something that's broken, you can take a picture of it and then you can show them that it's a broken item, and they'll give you a really big discount on anything broken because they can't use it. But I can use it for my photo shoot because it'll look cool to like prop up stuff for the photo shoot. So I'm gonna grab some of these broken ones and I'll show you guys. I'm going to show you guys in the photo shoot how I set everything up, of course. So, yeah, let me grab this stuff. I'm going to grab a ladder because he's gone now. He's just disappeared. I don't see him anywhere. The ladder is right there and he just walked away. I'm going to go see about this ladder. He's back. He's back. He came back to save the day. That's why I brought you. Because you're the best. I guess you can use these letters at Home Depot. The staff said we can use it, so we're gonna use it. Okay. No! Are you crazy? No! No! Turn it to the side. Oh my gosh. Thank you. Is it a nice one? Do you like it? What do you think?
All the same.
All the same? Yeah. All right, let's take it. I'm not going to make you go through all of them. It's just for texture. Thank you. We're back. Ooh, okay, so we are back from Home Depot, but a small hitch in everything. It's fine, but it's a little delay in time. So myself as a designer, I'm the type of designer where this is also part of why I feel like I am where I am in my career is I continue to obsess over the design, think and rethink how to actually sew the garment before I get there. And I try to keep in mind that when I'm working with sewers and teams and like people and like how am I going to instruct someone on how to construct this garment. So this morning I woke up and the first thing I thought about was like, damn, I need to add a snap to that specific piece. So yeah, I'm taking out the time now to add a snap. I have to add another little panel to something so that I can have a snap attachment on both sides. But yeah, if there's any time that you feel like I should fix something, maybe I should fix it, just go ahead and fix it, because it's going to keep replaying in your mind. You're going to keep thinking about it, overthinking it. Just go ahead and fix it. So that's what I'm doing, even though it's delaying my cutting for the day that I need to cut everything out. I'm gonna take these like 30 minutes, redo this pattern, edit it real quick, and then get it cut. Yeah, so just, yeah. And if I find anything else that I need to redo, I'm gonna go ahead and redo it now, because I'm keeping the mindset that these patterns are going to last me a long time, because these are gonna be my staple items on the site. These are gonna be my like favorite pieces and like my must-have items. So I'm taking the time to, even if I have to stop what I want to do to move on, I'm gonna take a step back and do what I have to do to have the best product. So yeah, it takes me more time, but it'll be worth it. It will definitely be worth it, because I'll be happy with what I'm selling, because I don't want to sell things that I don't like. And that's the whole reason why I'm not working for anyone else. I'm working for N75 for my own brand this year, is because I want to do things that I believe in. So yeah, I gotta get back to this, and then I will be cutting today. Today is the day I have to start cutting all of this. So I will show you guys cutting right now, like right after this. Okay, so I am limited on space, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. So right here I have this light. I got it online. I'll link it down below. And here is the table setup. Okay, so I have the leather here, and I want to share with you guys what you should be looking out for when you are shopping. I bought this hide, but I really inspected it and found and made sure that most of the body of the hide has very little to no scratching on the center. How I do that is, the only way you can do it is take your time, go through the entire stack of leather. I take and go through, if there's 30 skins there, I don't care. I'm looking through the whole stack. I'm putting them to the side nicely, and I'm gonna put everything back when I'm done. But I make sure to look out for things like this, because yes, this is not so bad. Like, it's close. I could go work around it. It's not that bad. And this one is not so bad. Okay, so the reason why it's so important to check if there are holes or something in your hides is that if you have planned to do a backpack or a duffel bag or something, you don't want a huge hole or scratch in the hide. So that's what they call the skins, the hides. You don't want it in the hide. So you also want to make sure to get something that's a little bit more stable. Don't get no belly, like that section of the hide, because it's going to be very floppy and moving around a lot. There's ways to fix it, but avoid that. Try to get something that's like half, or like, if you got it, get the whole, but if you can get a shoulder, get a shoulder. That's less money, but get you a shoulder. So there's stores too that will actually cut different sections of the leather, so you can check that out. And for me right now, I usually just buy like a bigger piece, because I want to make more items from the bigger piece. But yeah, let me get back to actually cutting and doing my damn job. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to give you guys some tips on how I lay out my patterns to get the best cuts and all of that. So what I typically do is I take this gel pen. I will tag everything down below, but so I take this gel pen and go around the outside of the pattern piece, and so I try to put pattern pieces as closely together as I can. And then what I do is make sure that when I'm cutting, all pattern pieces have to be cut the exact same way, which means I'm going to cut on the inside of this line, not the outside of the line. So not out here, in here. So as close to that gel line as I can get. it's going to go on this side to cut the pattern. And that just makes sure that I get the exact same measurement every time. This side is going to be cut the same as this side, and everything is going to fit together, because when you're cutting leather, you have a limited amount of material. It's not the same as cutting with fabric. You want to be very careful about how you're cutting. You want to measure 10 times and cut once, because you only have one chance to cut it, or you have to recut, or just make a lot of adjustments that are not worth the time. But this is the best way to make sure that you get the exact cut that you need every single time. Okay, it is now time. The time is now. I am about to start cutting the first pieces of the season, which I'm super excited about, but it also makes me super anxious as well, because this is the time, the moment that I've been anxiously wanting and also anxiously avoiding. I am about to start making cuts to the leather of my very first collection, so it is super exciting to do a season launch, but it's also super anxiety inducing because I'm building this business on my own with all of y'all as well, and I'm loving sharing all of these things with all of you and sharing my process on cutting the leather, which I need to start doing. I'm going to keep talking to you guys, but I'm going to make the first cut of leather now while I'm on the camera, while I'm vlogging, while I'm doing this. And I'm going to tell you a bit about what's kind of going on with me and how I feel as a designer right now in this moment preparing this collection. So let me make the first cut right now. And yeah. Okay, so we're here. I'm gonna make the first cut. Okay. This is the first cut of the season. Remember, like I told you guys, I'm cutting on the inside. For all of you guys who want to see all of the pattern details, I have a whole pattern making playlist, or a digital pattern making playlist. So here we go. So I also want to show you guys, I am using a cutting mat. I forgot to tell you guys, this is a little cutting mat from a scrap of leather. You can just have this as something that you always keep. I'll put some measurements on the screen of how big my little scrap is. Any scrap is fine, but it's good to keep it, even though you have a cutting mat. I have a cutting mat down. I'll link that down below. Even though you have a cutting mat down, you want to make sure and have a sharp knife. And I have this one. I will link it. It is a Japanese knife. So you have your knife and everything's already ready and it's under here. This is good because it makes sure that the blade doesn't get dull. So all you have to do is just press down and you can just drag it back, or you can press down and go down the first way, and then you can start dragging the knife and go around and make smaller cuts. And you can always make a cut this way. Sometimes I put my hand up here. You can place your hand like here and rock it back and forth so that you can get in the spot, just so that you make sure you don't cut anything. Then you can, hold on, let me zoom into the bottom of the knife. Then you can go ahead and pull it and make it cut through the piece. You want to make sure to not cut that edge. So there you go. And you can just go over it again if it's not deep enough. And you can go with just the edge and cut it a little deeper. There you go. And then now I have a clean cut here. So yeah, that's how I cut all the hides. Everything is cut by hand. I make sure that everything is exactly where it needs to be cut. I'm going to get some dies made, but for now, until I can do the dies myself, I want to learn how to make the dies myself. I don't want to send my patterns out to someone to make a die of my pattern, because these are my intellectual property. So I don't want to send them out because I don't want anyone having my measurements for my products. So that is something, guys. you have to be aware of. When you are working in the design space, it's good to buy things and invest in your own company. And if you can figure it out yourself, then it's best to learn how to do it yourself. There's so many things here on YouTube. That's also why I'm sharing here on YouTube, that you can just learn from other people, because people should be sharing and growing all that information. But anyway, that's how I'm getting these cuts. And now I'm in the flow. Like, I already did it. I already started my first cuts. And I'm about to shift my energy now. I was listening to some stand-up. I think I'm gonna switch to some house, some freaking, I don't know, something crazy. Like, I want to switch to like high energy music so I can get a lot of stuff done. I feel like when I'm listening to music, I just like get more work done. But anyway, guys, I am going to continue working. I'm going to do a little montage here. And I have a giveaway that I'm about to tell you guys about. So if you guys want to find out more about my New Year's Eve giveaway, make sure to stick around. Okay, so it is now 5:24 a.m. I am about to make myself a peppermint tea. I have cut a lot of eyes and cut up a lot of pattern pieces. Now it is time that I see what I can and cannot make for this week, what is going to be accomplished and what's not going to be accomplished, and I have to just let go and get done what I can get done. With that being said, I'm going to get myself a tea. I have a lot more things that I need to lay out on this table, and I have more things to cut tonight. I know, I just said it's 5:24 a.m., but guess what? Your girl has more work to do. So I'm going to continue to lay out everything and get really organized, and I'll show you guys what everything looks like once I'm done organizing the entire table, so you guys can see what I mean, because I'm setting myself up for tomorrow. When I wake up, everything will be ready to be sewn, like ready to be sewn. So everything has to be cut, and possibly, I'm not gonna glue anything tonight. I'm just gonna like skive the edges of stuff, make sure everything fits together. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to be gluing everything together, really taking the time to then set up the machine and start stitching. Everything that I could stitch is gonna get stitched tomorrow. And then I have a big chunk of work that is coming out the following week. So that's gonna be my week 2 drop. So that's the decisions that I made now, is I'm gonna get done what I can get done, and I'm not gonna hold on to any other energy besides go. I'm gonna get a peppermint tea because it's gonna give me a little bit of a burst of energy, but not actually any caffeine. So let me go get my damn tea. I'll be back, guys. What's up, guys? So now I have everything laid out on my table. I have the cut item along with the pattern beneath it so that I can go over each one individually, and as I get to the pattern that I need to sew, I'm going to have the pattern open on my computer so that I can reference all of the details and be able to look at the 3D and all of the callouts for the seam allowance that's necessary. But I gave myself the opportunity to lay everything out so that I can see which way I want to work. And I'm going to start from this section, and then I'll be going this way to better organize myself. So from left to right is how I'm going to be working. So for now, I have 14 pieces cut out. I have a lot more pieces to cut out tomorrow. And yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because it is now 7:47, which means it's 8 a.m. in like 5 seconds. I'm gonna go brush my teeth, wash my face, and get ready for bed. But it's been real, y'all, and I will be showing you guys too all of the pops of color that are going to be available for the season as well, because I'll be cutting those tomorrow morning. I'm going to go ahead and cut them first thing in the morning, and then I'll jump back to all of this which is the major sewing section of the collection. And then we have a photo shoot to do, y'all. We have a whole photo shoot that needs to get done. And I'm so excited. N75 is doing its first ever giveaway from now until December 31st. To our YouTube subscribers, we will be giving away, the first prize will be an airbrushed handbag. The second prize will be our sunglass case. And our third prize will be our new leather mirror. Make sure to check out all of the rules in the description, and also a link to how to enter the giveaway is also in the description. See you guys soon.